On day one of assuming office, Congress's East Uttar Pradesh General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi has begun her mass outreach. Priyanka visited a slum at Aurangzeb Road in New Delhi to inspect the living conditions of the people in the national capital. The slum is located behind Rahul Gandhi's residence. There, she also visited a specially abled boy who she has apparently been aiding for years now. Her visit came just hours after she was given an office at the All India Congress Committee headquarters in the national capital, adjacent to her brother Rahul, 2 weeks after she formally entered active politics. While things are not all good for Priyanka Gandhi's husband Robert Vadra, whose in fact alleged London properties are back to haunt him, Vadra is likely to appear before the Enforcement Directorate today in connection to the case of overseas properties. The ED has drawn a link between London properties worth over 12 crores and Robert Vadra. ED sources claim that they have come across several properties, including a property worth 1.9 crore and 6 other flats. Sources further suggest that the London properties are part of the kickbacks received in a petroleum deal. The money was allegedly transferred to arms dealer Sanjay Bhandari's company in the UAE, which then purchased a 12 Brandstone mansion from Vortex. However, Robert Vadra has slammed the Enforcement Directorate for linking him to the London properties case, calling the entire probe politically motivated. The Patiala High Court, in fact, has granted interim protection from arrest to Robert Vadra till February 16th.
वो एक लॉ अबाइडिंग सिटीजन हैं, जो भी पूछताछ करनी है उसके लिए वो बिल्कुल तैयार हैं। उन्होंने कोई गलती नहीं की, कोई दुनिया में कहीं भी उनकी कोई फॉरेन एसेट नहीं है। ये सारा सिलसिला इलेक्शन क्योंकि आ गई है सर पे, तो उसके लिए हमें और मेरी फैमिली को बदनाम करने के लिए ये सब कुछ किया जा रहा है।
Under these circumstances, court should protect such a person because there is an allegation of money laundering. Whether there is really any connection between that money and the property he has bought, we have to see. Investigation is going on, and since he has undertaken to join the investigation, court has granted him interim protection only for 2 weeks.
Shifting focus now to West Bengal, and after the West Bengal Chief Minister ended her protest against the Modi government over Sunday's CBI action, a fresh Home Ministry versus Mamata Banerjee fight has now erupted. The Ministry of Home Affairs have now written to West Bengal government seeking action against Kolkata Police Commissioner Rajiv Kumar for joining Mamata Banerjee's protest. Now, the Home Ministry has demanded an inquiry against Kumar, claiming that he had violated All India Services Conduct rules by sitting on protest with the State Chief Minister. Mamata, however, has lashed out at the Home Minister, claiming that Rajiv Kumar never sat on dharna with her and that no action will be initiated against him.
Mr. Rajnath Singh, a big Home Minister leader. From Home Ministry, one information came to Governor. Why Rajiv Kumar joined with me Dharna? He never joined. You all the media, state level, national level, international level. You tell me one. He came to my dais. Have you seen? Have you seen these 3 days in my dais? The Dharna Manch? Then why this central government is so scared about a police officer? I do not know. They have become sleepless. Why is it their night? Rajiv Kumar, is it their nightmare? Then to Rajiv Kumar may be the good Prime Minister candidate on behalf of BJP party. I don't understand this. They said take action against Rajiv Kumar. What is this? He never joined. He never joined. He never joined. Absolutely blatant lie.
Let's now listen into some of the other political reactions which are coming in on this story.
हमारा उम्मीद ये होगी कि बंगाल में जो दोषी है, ये दोषी को पकड़ा जाए, सजा दिया जाए, और साथ साथ जिन लोगों को पैसा धन लूटा गया है उन लोगों को ये सारे वापस होना चाहिए। ये पुलिस कमिश्नर जो है ये ममता बनर्जी की खास घर का नौकर है। वो जो कहेगा वही करेगी।
Supreme Court order was given in 2014, and the last 58 months nothing was done by Modi government at the center to nab culprits in the Sharda Fund and Roswali scams. Now just before elections they are doing this just to take political mileage. So people of Bengal will realize this drama between Modi and Didi.
The Supreme Court has ordered Kolkata Police Commissioner Rajiv Kumar to appear before the CBI in Shillong, but also told the central agency that he cannot be arrested. Mamata Banerjee, however, has hailed the verdict as a victory even as she ended her dharna that lasted nearly 48 hours. The BJP, meanwhile, claims that the CBI stand is vindicated.
An explosive cop versus CBI face-off. 3 days of dharna politics by Chief Minister Mamata. And now, the landmark Supreme Court decision on a CBI plea to question Kolkata Police Chief Rajiv Kumar. The top court dealt a blow to Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, asking her favourite top cop to face CBI grilling in Sarda and Rose Valley Chit Fund case at Shillong, a neutral venue as per the top court. The three-judge bench led by Justice Gogoi, however, added that the probe agency can't arrest him.
CBI and West Bengal police pointing fingers at each other, claiming that their officials are being harassed and humiliated by the other party. Meanwhile, the Attorney General tells court this is a constitutional crisis, that the West Bengal police is not only shielding the accused but also tampering with the evidence. The court is going to hear the matter on February 20th, but notices in the contempt plea have been issued to the West Bengal officials, and the court has said that Rajiv Kumar must cooperate in the investigation.
Mamata Banerjee claimed moral victory and hit back at the Modi government.
It is not the Trinamool Congress आंदोलन. हम इंडिविजुअल फाइट नहीं कर रहे हैं. हम गवर्नमेंट का खिलाफ में, जो गवर्नमेंट हमारा फेडरल स्टेट में काम नहीं करने दे रहा है, हमको पूरा इंटरफेरेंस कर रहा है, हमको रुपया ठीक से नहीं देते हैं, हमारा लोगों को तंग कर रहा है, हमारा ऑफिसर को तंग कर रहा है.
But the centre differed, calling the Supreme Court verdict a big setback for Mamata's confrontation politics.
कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा कि इसके पूरे कॉन्स्पिरेसी एंगल को आप एग्जामिन करिए, मनी ट्रेल कहां गया है उसका एग्जामिन करिए, तो इसमें सहयोग तो होना चाहिए था ना. सीबीआई को क्यों जाना पड़ा? क्या सच्चाई नहीं है? जहां तक मुझे जानकारी मिली है कि उनको 3-4 बार समन किया गया था.
I think the Honorable Supreme Court, while directing the Commissioner of Police to be present in a neutral place, Shillong, in itself, in all politeness, is indicating that they do not expect such fairness in the state of West Bengal.
Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu was the latest to land in Kolkata to show solidarity with Didi.
She is the architect and also main pillar for opposition party unity. We are very thankful to her.
With opposition leaders throwing their weight behind the firebrand Chief Minister, the CBI versus Mamata fight will only intensify in the run-up to 2019.
ममता बनर्जी ने जो एक मजबूत कदम उठाने का काम किया है, मैं उनको दिल से धन्यवाद देता हूं. आज समय था कि सबसे ज्यादा मजबूत फैसले लेने का, जो कि ममता बनर्जी ने करके दिखाने का काम किया है.
जय हिंद,
जय हिंद,
जय हिंद,
जय हिंद.
Now, it's not just the TMC that is facing questions over the Sharda scam. The BJP too has lots to answer. Two leaders, Mukul Roy and Himanta Biswa Sharma, were questioned by the CBI but seems to have been let off after they joined the BJP. And Mamata Banerjee was quick to point that out after she ended her dharna.
It is CBI matter. They can call us they can talk to anywhere in this country. They can call us Andaman. Andaman should have been the very best place. Shillong is also a very beautiful place. Don't worry. He will have a 2 days relaxation.
That was West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's reaction when news reached her that the Supreme Court was allowed the CBI to question Kolkata Police Commissioner Rajiv Kumar at a neutral venue. She signed off promising to unmask BJP leaders allegedly involved in the Sarada scam soon. As claimed, she came out in the evening with Sarda scam main accused Sudipto Sen's 2013 letter to the CBI, which alleged that the Assam Deputy Chief Minister and BJP leader Himanta Biswa Sarma had taken 3 crore rupees from Sarda illegally. Sarma was then a member of the Congress.
देखिए, there are so many people are involved in the chit fund case. आप थोड़ा इंतजार करो. असम में जो डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर है बीजेपी का, वो 3 करोड़ लिया था. वो जो जेल में है उसका रिटन स्टेटमेंट है. देश में करोड़ रुपया ये लोग लूट लिया है. हम इसमें एक पैसा भी हम किसी को नहीं लिया.
The Congress soon hit the streets in Guwahati, demanding the arrest of Himanta Biswa Sarma, while the BJP ignored the sound and fury. But it's a question that is on everyone's minds. Are BJP leaders Himanta Biswa Sarma and Mukul Roy, who were earlier questioned by the CBI, off the hook now that they have joined the Saffron Party? Former Union Minister Mukul Roy, who was named by TMC MP Kunal Ghosh for his alleged links to Sarda promoter Sudipto Sen, claims he was never a suspect.
You have been named in the Sharada chit fund scam, sir. That's a fact. Is BJP trying to shield you?
No, that is not the question. I have been asked by the CBI as a witness. Don't forget, I have not ever been accused. My name was not in the FIR.
While Mamata Banerjee might have named several BJP leaders now to be involved in several chit fund scams, it remains to be seen that how she will be able to wash off the scars on her own party. The blots that are there on the Trinamool Congress leaders and have been there for past few years are yet to be done away with. This fight, however, is all set to just get murkier with every passing day. With camera person Tapas Berry, this is Manogya Loiwal in Kolkata for India Today.
And staying with news from West Bengal, day after Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's rally in West Bengal it came under a lot of fire. Now, former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan will visit the state to address the rally in Kharagpur. Shivraj Singh is expected to arrive in Kolkata in the morning, and then he'd be heading to Kharagpur, where he will address the rally at 3 p.m. Shivraj's Bengal visit also comes 2 days after he met Yogi at his residence in Lucknow. Shivraj Singh, meanwhile, has claimed that Mamata government has denied permission for his rally. He's also slammed Mamata Banerjee for her protest against the CBI action in the state and stated that she was afraid of Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
आखिर ममता जी किससे डरी हुई है? बंगाल सरकार ये क्यों कर रही है? मैं भी कल जाने वाला हूं. बहरामपुर में मेरी रैली थी. वहां हेलीकॉप्टर उतरने की अनुमति अभी तक मुझे पता चला नहीं दी है. मैदान की अनुमति भी नहीं दी है. अब ये तो अति है. हम तो आग्रह करेंगे कि हमें रैली करने दी जाए. सब अपनी बात कहें और जनता को जो पसंद आए उसको चुने. सच बात यह है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी और प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की लोकप्रियता से घबरा गई है बंगाल सरकार.
Now, the Supreme Court will today be hearing at least 48 review petitions challenging its September 2018 verdict allowing women of all age groups an entry into the Sabrimala shrine. A 5-judge constitution bench led by Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi will consider these petitions and is likely to set the timeline of the hearing. 4 women have also moved the Supreme Court seeking to intervene as parties in support of its verdict. Of the 4, Bindu and Kanakadurga were the first to have stepped into the hallowed precincts after the top court's historic judgment. The other 2 applicants, Reshma and Shanila, had twice attempted to enter the temple. Meanwhile, the Travancore Devaswam Board will be meeting at 11 a.m. today to discuss the issue of purification ritual held at the Sabrimala temple after the entry of 2 women in the age groups between 10 and 50. The meeting comes a day after temple priest submitted his clarification on the issue.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.